GRIAS Academy.
100 days, 100 themes, one goal, UPSC Prelims. Hello all, welcome back to the program Mission Surya Phase 3, a STEM revision program where we deal with current affairs regarding science and technology and environmental topics completely in Prelims perspective. So let's get started our today's session. Today our first topic is, we'll see few schemes today, okay, which the central government has given and few indexes which it is released in 2025 and 26. Okay, it is PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. The first one is PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. This is completely about the solar energy. Okay, see, what is the nodal agency for this is, for this scheme is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy Source is the nodal ministry, and the implementing agency for this is REC Limited, that is Rural Electrification Corporation Limited, serves as the National Program Implementing Agency. Okay, what is the target for this yojana? This scheme is installation of rooftop solar systems. Rooftop solar systems in 1 crore residential households by financial year 2026 and 27. Okay, now what is the core objective of this? The core objective is to provide 300 units of free electricity per month. 300 units of free electricity per month to beneficiary households. To the beneficiary households. Next, what is the total outlay of this project? It is 75,021 crores, which is completely centrally sponsored. Okay, next. Now, let's see the subsidy structure. So, UPSC generally often for statement based questions, these are helpful. So, please have a look on it. See, for 0 to 2 kilowatts of capacity, from 0 to 2 kilowatts of capacity, 60% subsidy on the system cost will be given. So, it is translating to between 30,000 to 60,000 will be given by the central government. Then, if it is 2 to 3 kilowatts of capacity, for 2 to 3 kilowatts of capacity, 40% subsidy on the additional cost will be given. That is up to 60,000 to 78,000. Now, above 3 kilowatts of capacity, above 3 kilowatts of capacity, the maximum subsidy is capped up to 78,000. Okay, regardless how much of large system it is, the maximum capacity of maximum outlay for the subsidy for this this thing is, for this project is 78,000. It is capped till there only. Above 3 kilowatts of capacity on 78,000 will be subsidized. Okay, now let's see the disbursal. Coming to disbursal, subsidy is sent directly to the beneficiary's account. Directly to the beneficiary's account through direct benefit transfer. Okay, usually within 15 to 30 days after the plant is commenced. Okay, this is the regarding subsidy. Next, let's see few key features. Okay, national portal. What is the national portal for this? A single window. It is generally a central based scheme and the funding is also through central only. So, a single window demand driven platform where citizens can apply, choose registered vendors, sign net metering agreements and claim subsidies without visiting physical offices. Without visiting the physical offices, the central government has come up with a single window portal where the vendors or the citizens can register there. Okay, for subsidies also they need not to visit the physical offices anymore. There is a one single platform window. Okay, next, model solar village. What is the model solar village? This scheme mandates the creation of one model solar village per district. One model solar village per district to act as a catalyst for rural rooftop solar adoption. Next, financial inclusion. Same, provision of collateral free low interest loans. Provision of collateral free low interest loans around 7% for systems up to 3 kilowatts. For systems up to 3 kilowatts. Processed digitally via the Jan Samarth portal. Jan Samarth portal. Okay. Next, Net metering. Net metering is, it enables households to feed surplus electricity back into the local grids. This transforms standard consumers into prosumers. Prosumers means producers and consumers. The citizens will be of producers as well as the consumers, because they can consume the electricity how much they required, and the remaining electricity they can give it to the local grids back. That's why they are called prosumers, producers and consumers who can earn money from the local discoms. Okay, next. What is the regulatory ease of this? To speed up adoption, the government waived technical feasibility requirements for small systems and introduced auto load enhancement for capacities up to 10 kilowatts. This is what the regulatory ease of solar rooftops. Next, see few milestones and progresses of it in as early of 2026 we can see. Coming to the installations, over 26 lakhs households have been solarized. Okay, already 26 lakh households already have solar rooftops. Next, state performance like Gujarat, Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh are currently the top performing states in terms of total installments. Which states? Have a note on it. The examiner might ask, the UPSC, we can get few questions like which states are in top for installations of solar rooftop, this thing. So the states are Gujarat, Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh are currently the top performing states in the terms of total installations. Next, capacity building. The scheme targets training over 3 lakh youth as solar PV technicians to ensure localized operation, maintenance and repair, heavily reducing dependency on urban technicians. Rather than depending on the urban technicians, locally only the youth, 3 lakh youth will be empowered as solar PV technicians. They will be training as solar PV technicians. Okay, to maintain whatever the repairs might be in rural areas. What happens, until we get technicians from the urban areas, the problem won't be resolved. So in that case, the government has taken the initiative of training 3 lakh youth as solar PV technicians. Okay, next. These are few progresses. Let's see few implementation and challenges. Upfront capital barrier. Despite a 60% subsidy for smaller units, paying the remaining 40% upfront remains a hurdle for lower income and rural demographics. Though government is paying 60% of subsidy, paying 40% is also a big challenge for this lower income and rural communities. Next, DISCOM financial health. DISCOMs rely heavily on high-paying residentials. They rely heavily on high-paying residential and commercial consumers to cross-subsidize agriculture or rural power. So, the wide adoption of RTS by rooftop solar by affluent urban households remove these paying customers from the grid, potentially worsening DISCOM debt. Okay. Now, next. The grid stability constraints. What are the grid stability constraints? Existing local transformers and distribution grids are designed for one-way power flow. They are designed for one-way power flow. They often lack the technological infrastructure to handle the intermittent reverse flow of electricity from thousands of homes. Basically, the transformers which are there in the local grids, they are designed for one-way power flow only. They are not designed as like power is going in this way and the solar roof powers which are coming from the households, they cannot trap. So, this is not technologically driven in this transformers. So, this is the one major drawback. Next, supply chain vulnerability. Vulnerabilities like a surge in demand risk increasing reliance on imported solar modules. Though this is currently managed by enforcing the approved list of models and manufacturers, mandate to ensure domestic sourcing. It is mandate to ensure domestic sourcing. Okay. These are few challenges in rooftop solar systems. Next, coming to the next topic. The next topic is green energy corridor. Green energy corridor. Okay, what is this green energy corridor as of now? Now, let us see the ministries. Which ministry is involved in this? Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. What is the implementing agencies for this? The implementing agencies is Interstate Transmission System, Power Grid Corporation of India Limited. Okay, in interstate transmission system it is Power Grid Corporation of India. In intrastate transmission system it is respective state transmission utilities. Okay, in interstate, within the state it is Power Grid Corporation, sorry, not within the state, it is interstate, a state to state, one state to another state, it is the implementing agency is Power Grid Corporation of India Limited. And intrastate transmission means within the state transmission it is respective state transmission utilities. Okay. Now, what is the core objective of this green energy corridor? The core objective is to synchronize electricity produced from renewable sources. What are those renewable sources? Like solar, as we spoke, solar, wind and all. Okay, with conventional power stations, ensuring seamless integration into the national grid without causing voltage fluctuations. Without causing any voltage fluctuations, this conventional power stations ensuring seamless integration. Okay, now moving forward, see, this green energy corridor is of two phases. The phase wise, we will see the phase wise evolution and targets, which is crucial for your statement based questions. So please have a look on it. See, green energy corridor phase 1, which is intrastate means nearing completion, implemented across 8 renewable rich states. What are those 8 renewable rich states? Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. These are the 8 rich renewable states. To evacuate how much? Approximately 24 gigawatts of renewable energy. 24 gigawatts of renewable energy. Next, in green energy corridor phase 2 of intrastate. This is phase 1 of intrastate and this is phase 2 of intrastate. What is it? To evacuate approximately how much? 20 gigawatts of renewable energy power from the phase 2. Okay. Now, what is the implementation timeline of this intrastate phase 2 program? This green energy corridor program is, the timeline is from the financial year 2021 to 22 to financial year 2025 to 26. This is the implementation timeline. Now, 7 states have been targeted. What are those 7 states? Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu and Uttar Pradesh are the 7 targeted states for green energy corridor phase 2. Next, what is the funding? The funding is coming from the center provides 33%. Center provides 33% of the central financial assistance of the project cost. From the project cost, 33% is provided by the central government. Next, let's see the phase 2, GEC, Green Energy Corridor phase 2, interstate, that is the main Ladakh project which is mentioned. Okay, see, what is the main objective of this? It is setting up of a transmission system for evacuating 13 gigawatts of renewable energy. 13 gigawatts of renewable energy from Pang, the place in Ladakh, to Kaithal in Haryana. What is the timeline? Targeted for completion by 2029, financial year 2029 to 2030. Who is funding? The center provides 40% of the central financial assistance. Okay. Now, what is the significance of this? The significance is it involves complex engineering through the Himalayas, linking a geopolitical geopolitical sensitive regions to the national grid. Linking the geopolitical sensitive regions to the national grid. See, we can see India's top green energy potential states. Jammu and Kashmir, which constitute of 6%, Rajasthan 20.3%, Gujarat 10.5%. I'll change the color. Okay. So Rajasthan 20.3%, Gujarat 10.5%, Maharashtra 11.8%, Karnataka 9.8%, and coming to next state is Andhra Pradesh 7.9%, and Jammu and Kashmir 6.96%, and next comes the Madhya Pradesh 5.8%, then Tamil Nadu of 5.6%, Telangana 3.7%, and Arunachal Pradesh of 2.9%. These are the 10 districts, 10 India's top states which gives the green energy potential. Okay, next. We'll see few key technologies based on this. Okay, let's move forward. Mainly see for science and technology and geography, you can relate this. REMCS is Renewable Energy Management Centers. Renewable Energy Management Centers. What are these? These are GEC mandates the establishment of GEC, Green Energy Corridor, mandates the establishment of REMCs, Renewable Energy Management Centers. These are specialized control centers. These are specialized control centers equipped with AI and advanced forecasting tools. AI and advanced forecasting tools for what? To predict wind and solar generation patterns. To predict the wind and solar generation patterns hours in advance, beforehand, allowing grid operations to manage supply drops. Next, VSC HVDC technology. This VSC and HVDC technology is some related to voltage things. We'll see. The Ladakh Green Energy Corridor project. The Ladakh Green Energy Corridor project uniquely uses voltage source converters, VSCs, voltage source converters based high voltage direct current systems. The Ladakh Green Energy Corridor project uniquely uses voltage source converters based high voltage direct current systems. Okay, why this VSC and HVDCs are used? These are used to minimize the transmission losses. Minimize the transmission loss over extreme distances from Ladakh to Haryana, a high distance, right? To minimize this transmission losses over extreme distances and requires fewer overhead lines. They requires only few overhead lines, reducing the ecological footprint in fragile Himalayan terrains, because the area of Ladakh is completely with the mountains, right? The Himalayan mountains. So to reduce the ecological footprint in these areas, the VSC and HVDC technologies helps in few overhead lines, and to minimize the transmission loss from Ladakh to Haryana. This VSC and HVDC technology is used in the Green Energy Corridor of Ladakh. Okay, next, the duck curve, the concept of duck curve. What is this? A utility industry concept, green energy corridor aims to solve. It represents the timing imbalance where peak solar power generation occurs at noon. Okay, where peak solar energy generation occurs at noon. Basically, the sun will be more in afternoons only, at that time when demand is low. But generation drops to zero. In the evening, because only through sunlight the solar power is, the solar panels, how they work, they trap the energy from the sun and they store in it. This is what happens. This happens only in the afternoons. Evening, this production won't be there. So generation drops to zero in the evening when domestic demand spikes. Now the domestic demand spikes. Evening, everyone will be using all these lights, fans and all, right? The consumption would be high. In the afternoons, not that case, because the consumption of lights and all will reduce at that time. Okay, so The GEC infrastructure, the green energy corridor facilitates moving this power across states. Example, from sunny Rajasthan to evening peaking Delhi to flatten the curve. Because see, in the afternoons the consumption of households will be low, and in the evening it peaks, right? See this curve, like in the evenings the consumption is, in the afternoons consumption is stable, not more consumption, but production is high, and this evenings the consumption is high and the production is 0. Okay, this to stabilize this curve, the green energy corridor infrastructure facilitates moving this power across the states. Like example, from sunny Rajasthan has more heat comparatively, right? So from sunny Rajasthan to evening peaking Delhi to flatten the curve. Okay, next. Let's see few international collaborations and funding mechanisms for green energy corridor. That is KfW Development Bank. Okay, this green energy corridor is heavily supported by bilateral technical and financial assistance. From KWC Germany, KfW Bank from Germany, which provides concessional long-term loans. This is providing what? It is providing concessional long-term loans. Next, this is the international funding. Coming to the domestic funding, the remaining balance beyond the central financial assistance and KfW loans is typically raised by states. It is typically raised by states through equity or loans from domestic entities like REC, Rural Electrification Corporation, and Power Finance Corporation. These two agencies in the domestic timeline, they provide loans. Okay, next. And this is about the funding. Let's see few implementations and challenges. Okay, what are the few implementations? Right of way ROW issues means securing land for erecting high transmission towers. Securing land for high erecting transmission towers is the biggest bottleneck. It is the biggest thing, because often causing multi-year delays in forest and eco-sensitive zones. Example, the Great Indian Bustard Habitat in Rajasthan. Okay. Next, the gestation mismatch. What is this gestation mismatch now? A solar plant can be built in 12 to 18 months. In how many months a solar plant can be built? In 12 to 18 months. But a transmission line takes 36 to 48 months to commission. It is not that today we will take the solar panels and we will fix it on our rooftop, the energy gets generated. So we will become the producers, and we can sell this power, the remaining power after consumption. This is not that case, because see, the transmission line takes 36 to 48 months to commission. Okay, this gestational match often leaves complete renewable energy projects stranded without a grid connection. Okay, next, synchronous inertia. Coming to synchronous inertia, conventional coal or hydro plants have massive rotating turbines. They have massive rotating turbines that provide physical inertia to stabilize grid frequency. Okay, the coal or hydro plants, they have massive rotating turbines that provide physical inertia to stabilize the grid frequency. Unlike solar panels have no moving parts. Solar panels do not have any moving parts like this turbines and all. So the green energy corridor must incorporate expensive supplementary technologies like STATCOMs to artificially inject this stability into the grid. The green energy corridor should incorporate few expensive supplementary technologies in it. Okay, like this turbines, which we see in coal or hydro plants. Moving on to our next topic, Responsible Nations Index RNI 2026. Okay, now see. We will see who launches and what is the institutional background of this index which is released. Okay, see, when it is launched in January 19, 2026 in New Delhi. In January 2026 in New Delhi. 2026 in New Delhi. Conceptualized by the World Intellectual Foundation. The World Intellectual Foundation. What is the academic validation of this? The academic validation is it is developed in academic collaboration with Jawaharlal Nehru University, JNU, and Indian Institute of Management, IIM, Mumbai. Okay, these are the academic validations of giving Responsible Nations Index. Next, what is the core objective of this? The core objective is to shift the global benchmarking paradigm forum from powerful nations, it is judged by GDP, military might and dominance, to responsible nations, powerful nations to the responsible nations, like judged by ethical governance, environmental stewardship and humanitarian impact. This is what the core objective. Basically, remember, to shift powerful nations to responsible nations, right? Powerful nations to responsible nations. This is what the main core objective of this Responsible Nations Index 2026. Okay, next, let's see the framework of this. The index evaluates how many countries? 154 countries it evaluates across the core responsibilities, operational through 7 themes, 13 sub-themes and 58 specific indicators. And UPSC might ask this frameworks and assessment numbers, so have a note on it carefully. Next, let's see who is responsible internally. The internal responsibility, it focuses on ethical leadership, social justice, inclusivity and the dignity and well-being of citizens. Based on this, internal responsibilities is calculated. Coming to the environmental responsibility, access, stewardship of land, air, water, renewable energy consumption and long-term integration of climate and planning. Next, coming to the external responsibilities, it measures a country's contribution. Contribution to global stability, peaceful coexistence and cooperative multilateral behavior. These all are considered like internal responsibilities, environmental responsibilities and external responsibilities are calculated. These are few indicators which the countries will be ranked. Okay. Next, let us see on January 19, 2026. On January 19, 2026, this RNI rankings has been come, right? So, let us see the performance snapshots. See, comparative rankings are prime targets. These comparative rankings are prime targets for the statement based questions in UPSC. See, global top 5. What are the global top 5 countries? First is Singapore. Singapore secured first place, top global rank, followed by Switzerland. First is Singapore. We'll write. First is Singapore. Then is Switzerland. Then comes Denmark. Then comes Cyprus. This is ranking 4th and Sweden ranked 5th in this. Okay. So, notably 9 out of 10 nations are European nations only. 9 out of 10 nations are European nations. Now, what is the India's performance in this ranking? India ranked 16th globally. It ranked how much? India ranked 16th globally, making its highest ranked Asian country. Highest ranked Asian country. Next, See few comparative standings, like India placed significantly ahead of major global powers including the United States. United States ranked 66th while India ranked 16th. China, it ranked 68th, and UK, Pakistan ranked 90. Ahead of all this, India ranked 16th globally. Okay, this is somewhat appreciable. Next, who is the bottom performer in this? The bottom performer is Central African Republic. Central African Republic ranked the 154th, the last place. Okay, now next, that's the ranking. Now coming to the next topic. The next topic is Bharat Climate Forum and indigenous manufacturing. Coming to the institutional background and core framework of this Bharat Climate Forum, it is an annual high-level summit. It is an annual high-level summit bringing together policymakers, industry leaders and global institutions to chart India's path toward clean technology self-reliance, that is Atmanirbhar Bharata. Okay. What is the key organizers? Who are the key organizers of this? This is co-hosted by the Council of International Economic Understanding, Council for International Economic Understanding and Dalberg Advisors, with the heavy participation from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy and Ministry of Environment, Forest and Conservation. Okay, these are few key organizers of this Bharat Climate Forum Summit. Next, what is the flagship launch? The flagship launch of the summit, which happened in 2026, in January 9, 2026, this has happened. Okay, see, at the inaugural 2025 forum, forum, the Ministry of Commerce and Industry launched the Bharat Clean Tech Manufacturing Platform. Bharat Clean Tech Manufacturing Program has been launched at 2025 forum. Okay, next. See, what is this? The Bharat Clean Tech Manufacturing Platform is to unify policy, finance and research to break India's reliance, on imported green technologies, to ban the imported green technologies, that is primarily from China. We are been importing this green technologies. This green technologies basically we are importing mostly from China, to break this India's reliance on this imports and establish India as a global clean tech export hub. Global clean tech export hub. This Bharat Clean Tech Manufacturing Platform has come up. Okay. What are the 6 focus sectors of it? What are the 6 focus sectors means? One is the solar energy, next is wind energy, green hydrogen, bioenergy, e-mobility, battery energy storage systems. These are few 6 focus sectors. Okay, next. Let's see few recent developments according to the Bharat Climate Forum 2026 updates. What does it means? National Implementation Plan. Okay, the BCF 2026 has happened in January 9, right? On Jan 9th, this BCF, this forum has happened. So what are the recent developments of it? Let's see. National Implementation Plan means the 2026 forum saw the formal launch of India's National Clean Tech Manufacturing Implementation Plan. India's National Clean Tech Manufacturing Implementation Plan, which shifts the focus from setting targets, to on the ground execution and supply chain resilience. Okay, on the ground execution and supply chain resilience. This is what happened in this BCF 2026 forum, which held in January 9th, 2026. Okay, next, TERI report. TERI report means the Energy and Research Institute. The Energy and Research Institute released a landmark report at the 2026 forum, which titled India's PV Manufacturing and its Strategic Implementation Points. This is released by Energy and Resource Institute. Next, There are few key findings, note of it, have a note of it for prelims. The report identified manufacturing equipment and tool chains, which are high-end furans, deposition tools, etc. as the major choke points in India's solar ecosystem, warning that relying on imported machinery exposes India to geopolitical risks, despite growing domestic solar module capacity. These are few key findings. We can have in a statement based questions also. So have a clear note of it. Next, let's see the Atmanirbharata climate strategy. What is this Atmanirbhar climate strategy means? It is the dual imperative, like indigenous manufacturing is framed not just a climate necessity. Indigenous manufacturing is framed not just a climate necessity but as a macroeconomic shield. It also acting as a macroeconomic shield. Next, it aims to prevent India from replacing its historical dependency on imported crude oil. This is one of the major issue now which is going on due to the West Asian wars. Okay, with a new structural dependency on imported silicon, lithium and rare earth elements. Okay, now let's see the trade dynamics of it. It focuses on leveraging global trade shifts such as China +1, green tariffs and nearshoring. These are few trade shifts to attract foreign direct investments into Indian green manufacturing zones. Okay, now these are few trade dynamics and this is about the Atmanirbhar climate strategy. So, these are few topics which we have seen the few rankings, and we have seen few forum, the forum which is held in January 6th, and okay, we have seen few topics like see this Bijli Yojana, the solar rooftop program and all. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope everyone liked the session. You wanted a detailed note on it, do visit our website and download it from there. You will have a PDF of this complete video, and do follow our YouTube channel and our Telegram channel for your UPSC preparations, and do follow our Instagram channel also. All the links are provided in the description box, so do like and share. See you all tomorrow with another informative session of environment and science and technology. So, thank you.